What's going on, everyone? Degenerate Dividends back with another swing trading video. So I gave you a watch list at the beginning of the week. We're going to do a recap of that, and we're going to also see the current positions I'm in, the movements that I've made, so on and so forth. So you can see right now, today is a good day, up 6%. It could drop because it is 2 o'clock, so anything could happen next 2 hours. But anyway, the three stocks that I talked about, Dropbox was one of them. I gave this as a recommendation at the beginning of the week. And when was the beginning of the week? October 5th, I believe. So you start around 1939. It's at 1952 right now. I bought in at 1945, as you can see down here. There's my average cost in 1945. A very small position, only $468, only 24 shares. I was actually hoping it dropped further, so I only put $460 into it. And then I had, as you can see, I have limits here to go even lower, but it never went lower than 1945. You can see I have an order here for, let's get this over for 1940 there. And then the next limit order I had for 1935. So I bought it at 1945, and I was hoping it would go a little bit lower. And if it doesn't, well, then you just stay in and you take any profits that you get. And now it could still drop by the end of the day, and maybe the order will fill. But that's just the way that I've been playing my swing trades. Another one that I gave at the beginning of the week was AGS, and this one's a little bit trickier because it does have lower volume, but at the beginning of the week when I did recommend it, I believe it was at like 362 range. Yeah, around 362 to 365 range. It's dipped a little bit, and with the dip today, I actually did buy into it, so my average cost right there is $3.50. I've bought it twice, one tranche at $3.50 and one at $3.48. I don't know why it's not showing up on the bottom there. But anyway, I also have another limit buy order if it dips to $3.44. But like I said earlier, this one's a little bit riskier just because there is less volume into this one. But I really like the position. Again, we zoom out to the 3-month chart, and you do see that nice little downward pattern. However, it's hitting the edge of this downward trend right here, which means it should bounce if you believe in technicals. And if we look at the volume, you can see that the volume is slowly increasing and it's consolidating. So if we do get a little volume spike, I do believe that it's going to take a nice 10-cent boost, and a stock this cheap, 10 cents, is a big percentage change. The other one that I gave for the week was BP. Now BP, I actually was in during the middle of the week. I believe I gave this, let's see, October, let's try and get it. So it was around $16.95, and right now it's at $17.40, so you'd be in the green still riding the train right now. I got a little unfortunate with this one, so I did buy it, and I bought it at a price of, you see down here, $17.27, and then I ended up selling because I had a stop loss. If we go back here, I had a stop loss around 16.70, I believe, and you can see it dipped, and I think it was like 1 cent below my stop loss, and then of course it just recovered nicely. That's just the problem that I have, is because I tend to cut off positions at a 2.5% to 3% loss. So for swing trading, you can normally give a little bit more leverage than that. Usually the book that I read on swing trading, they say cut all your losses at 8%. I just have a little bit less risk, I guess. It definitely depends on the position as well. BB, I probably could have stayed in, but I know BP's not going to rise substantially very quickly, and I'm still in that ultra aggressive mode. And speaking of ultra aggressive mode, that is why my portfolio is doing very well today, because of Helion right here, Helion, whatever, the shell company that makes diesel semi trucks. It's probably a joke at this point, but you capitalize on the movements. You don't really care what the company if you're doing these short-term swing trades. So if we go to the show all here, zoom down to the bottom here, you can see the total purchases here, 700, 306, 806, a total of $18, $1,812. And then you see what I sold off today for about $1,900, what is that? $18, $1,918. So a profit about $100 and change. Very nice, about 6% gain right there. Not complaining about that at all. So the three positions I am in right now are AGS with an average cost you can see down here at $3.50. We are in Nordstrom, and Nordstrom has taken an absolute flyer today, and I'm very upset that I have such a small position. As you can see, it's only worth $630, only have 45 shares, but my average cost is $13.50, and today alone, has brought the total return up to 3.8%. And 3.8% is awesome. However, you can see the total return's only $23. So the position is so small, but I'm going to try and let my runners run. I have a problem with doing that. If it spikes again tomorrow, I probably will set a stop loss to get myself up to around 5%. If it stabilizes, then I'm probably just going to let it run. And the other position I'm in is Dropbox that I mentioned earlier. At a cost basis of $19.45. Again, a very, very small position, $4.68, only 24 shares. And you can see the total return there is pretty much negligible, 0.4% at $1.92. So Dropbox and Nordstrom, I'm riding the financial education Jeremy train. But I typically hold for a lot shorter times here, typically a day. A couple of positions I did 2 days. Oh yeah, the other position I did want to talk about was Rite Aid, because I mentioned that earlier, and it's a position that I was in earlier in the week. And this was another one that I unfortunately just got screwed on timing. So I bought in around 9:90, around this time right here, around 10 a.m. And then yesterday it just took a massive dip, and I set my, I know this one for sure, I set my stop loss at $9.65. You can see it only went 1 to 2 cents below that. And then, of course, it has this nice recovery. So if you did buy Rite Aid when I bought it, hopefully you held on to it for a little bit longer, and you could have set a nice stop loss today around the $10.50 range for a nice quick 2 to 4%. So even if you're still in this position, if you're at the high nines, you're still in the tens today, and that's down 1%, so you can let it ride a little bit. I do like the chart, especially on the 1 month. You can just see that it is starting to get that consolidation upwards. The volume is slowly starting to trickle up here. So you could see a nice little run up in Rite Aid. Again, I would keep a short stop limit on this one as well. Stop loss, I should say. So that's all the positions that I've had this week. Oh, I'm sorry. I did have Corsair Gaming. And Corsair Gaming actually did sell today, and I pretty much broke even. So I'm not really going to complain about that. You can see right here. Bought it for $941.50, sold it for $941.05. So pretty much in and out. And I actually got out before it dipped really bad here. I believe that I sold out right around this range. So as you can see, it would have just kept going down. So I'm fine with breaking even there. So these are the 3 positions that I'm in right now: AGS, Nordstrom, and Dropbox. You can see today's been a very good day, up 6%. This week has been terrible. I've been doing horrible. It only shows right now that I'm down 2%. But that's because I had such a nice day today. If we go to the lowest point yesterday, you can see I was down at 1.10% during the week, but that's going to happen as I keep learning from my mistakes, and I keep cutting them short and not letting winners run. But at the end of the day, I'm only down 2% for the week, so no complaints there. We zone out to the month, up 29%. We zoom out to 3 weeks. Pretty much the entire portfolio I started from this 2,900 range. So right now we are up just a bit over $500. So no complaints there, about 20% gains. It's really, really hard to complain about that. So hope you enjoyed the swing trading videos. Let me know if you want me to review any stocks or if you want to give any suggestions. Hope you enjoy these swing trading videos. I know they don't get as many views as my old dividend videos, but hey, it's just flat out what I'm doing now, and I like being transparent with it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts. Leave a like if you want, and I'll see everyone in the next one. Hopefully another watch list video.